Go a Goblin drill right here. Go with a thing here. This is getting extremely... Hey, what's up guys? This is Oxalate, and today we're actually going to be taking this super unique log bait / Goblin drill deck for a spin. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Goblin drill was nerfed. Supercell did lay down the hammer, and a lot of people overreacted and said that this card was completely dead, completely useless, but honestly the card is still super good. And when you combine it with cards like Skeleton Army and Fire Spirit and Wall Breakers and other cards that also are log bait / zap bait cards, it's actually still a super good card. So with that being said, I'm going to be hopping into some top ladder games, and hopefully we can show you guys what this deck is capable of. Wow, this guy has a very interesting name. I honestly have no idea how to say his name.
Come on now, dog.
But that's okay. Let's get into the gameplay. Now, honestly, one of the most satisfying things is dropping a Fire Spirit on the Goblin Barrel. I still don't understand how it works. The one Fire Spirit does not look like it should be able to somehow deal with an entire Goblin Barrel. And I know a lot of log bait players were upset about it, but honestly, I think log bait is a pretty annoying archetype. So
how dare you?
For me, I was actually happy with the nerf.
Okay.
But I can definitely see why it could be frustrating to some. Now this is a cannon card variation of log bait, which should definitely be a little harder than a normal one, which is good. It'll make the content a little more exciting. Definitely just gonna use a Skeleton Army here, and I might have gone that Fire Spirit out a little bit late. I should have cycled a little faster. I wasn't really keeping track of cycle there, but it looks like it's just a basic Bandit, Spirit Goblins, log bait deck. Nothing too crazy. We've seen this kind of deck a million times before. And look at that. Look at the right-hand side. I honestly wasn't even paying attention. That's a lot of early damage. Just going to kind of sit back and wait. Let our Elixir bar build up. We could apply pressure right now. But I just want to see exactly what he's playing. I'm assuming he's playing the Rocket variation here. Now, I'm going to, truth be known, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure Tesla does target the cannon card. Oh, no. Not there. It doesn't. Not if you use that placement. I don't know why, but my hand slips all the time for Tesla. I feel like it's a super finicky card to put down, and obviously we kind of paid the consequences there. Now, he could go with a Princess here, and just in case he does, I'm going to use a Fire Spirit, which should hop on the Goblins, completely taking out the Goblin Barrel. This matchup should be pretty straightforward. Sometimes in double, the spam gets a little crazy with the cannon cards and bandits. But if we just play confidently and don't make too many errors, this game shouldn't be too bad. So he's going to go with the Bandit here. So he has to deal with the Valkyrie on the other side. Really super good log by him. I think that we're not even going to get a connection at all. But then again, was it a good log? Because that got a lot of damage right there. I'm okay with letting this Bandit go. It's going to get like 3 swings on the tower. It's not going to be too much damage. Was that 4 swings? I think that might have been 4 swings. That was a lot more damage than I anticipated. But again, not too concerned, not too concerned. Get a little Skeleton Army action right here, right now. And then I'm going to immediately go with a Goblin drill down this lane. We don't have to make any crazy prediction plays. Sometimes in this matchup, you want to go with like Fireballs. One little trick I like to use sometimes is if they're playing Valkyrie, if you Fireball the Valkyrie at the last second, sometimes you push the Valkyrie away, allowing the Goblins to get a little bit of damage on the tower. You really only want to do that in like stressful situations where you're not sure if you're down a lot of damage or something like that. But most of the time, you don't want to be making those plays. But it is definitely an option, so I thought I would let you guys know. Real quick. Let's go with a Goblin drill right here. Go with a Valkyrie right here. Fire Spirit right here. There is literally no chance that this guy wins this matchup. I'm okay with overspending a little bit, throwing a Fireball down the lane. It's all good. But we do want to be careful. We do want to be a little bit cautious at this point in time. So I'm going to go with a Tesla right here. That's actually funny that Tesla pulled the Rascal because I kind of panicked for a second, but we're totally cool, totally fine. Go with a Valkyrie right here. One Goblin in the back. Okay, that was a little questionable there. Definitely going to go with this play right here, right now. Go with a Bomb right here as well, which should be able to distract long enough, and we should be able to maybe get a hit on the tower. This guy just does not want to just... Okay, yeah, I was going to say, this guy's just not willing to give up his tower. Not willing to just accept the L. I didn't realize that the tower was taken before I fireballed it, but that is a GG. That is a solid first game. Let's go ahead and hop into the next one. Playing against Dream himself. The Minecrafter has decided to pursue the mobile athletic department, aka Clash Royale. That is a joke. I don't think Dream has any plans on ever playing Clash Royale. But who knows? You never know. You never know. It's gonna throw a Goblin drill in the back here. Which, by the way, do not do this. You should not be Goblin drilling in the back first play. I just wanted to kind of take a risk there. But yeah, most of the time you don't want to do that play because if they do have Tornado, you can activate the King Tower if you put it all the way in the back. It looks like we're playing against Log Bait again, so I'm assuming another relatively easy matchup. I'm sure we're going to be playing some harder matchups later in this video, but we'll just have to wait and see. Sometimes you just get good matchups. Sometimes Clash Royale is just nice. More often than not, it's not. People complain about hard counters all the time, and sometimes those complaints definitely are valid, but that's just the nature of the game. That's just how this game works sometimes. You're going to get hard countered, you're going to get frustrating matchups, you just got to keep playing. Eventually, you're going to get some good matchups too. Everybody gets good matchups, everybody gets bad matchups, so...
You're hot.
It seems to be a Prince Skeleton Army Goblin Barrel deck. I'm forgetting if he has Skeleton Army and Cycle. I was not actually keeping track of Cycle here, so in that case, I'm not going to go with Wall Breakers here. And he is playing Mega Knight. Now, Mega Knight can be a little bit difficult to deal with this deck sometimes, especially if you don't have Valkyrie and Cycle. But the nice thing is, this deck just cycles really, really quickly. So more often than not, it's not too big of an issue. I'm going to go with the Fire Spirit right here, make it jump, and then go with a Valkyrie right here. I'm not sure if the Goblin is gonna completely take on the Valkyrie. It might, but I think our Bomber, regardless, will still get a nice shot. So Dark Goblin will get 2 hits on the tower, or just 1?
No,
just 2 hits. Okay, I was kind of forgetting there. I don't want to go with a Goblin Drill because he does have Skeleton Army, and I feel like it's too early in the game for going for like crazy prediction plays with fireballs and stuff like that. You may want to do that if you are very confident in how much elixir they have, and right now I'm not exactly sure. So go with a little Bomber right here. And in this case, I will go with the Goblin Drill, just because if he does opt for a Skeleton Army, we do have the Bomber, but I'm guessing he's probably just going to Mega Knight on top. That play would make more sense. Going to go quickly apply some pressure opposite lane with the good old Wall Breakers and set up a Tesla. Again, this is pretty basic defense for this game. Nothing too crazy, just do a Fire Spirit right there. Kind of crazy, again, how Fire Spirit just instantly just takes down everything. It's kind of insane.
yes.
I'm going to go with a Wall Breaker connection here. This is a good time for a Fireball. He might be able to get a Mega Knight out in time. Well, he used Prince, so,
No, don't do it!
yeah, it's good. Oh, wow! That King Tower activation, was not expecting that, but that's a lot of damage for me. Again, super straightforward game against these types of decks with bait. You just set up your Teslas, you save Fire Spirit. Even if you don't save Fire Spirit, you can use like a Bomb or a Skeleton Army, but most of the time you can just save the Valkyrie, so... I'm going to go with a Fire Spirit here in just a second. I'm not sure why I don't want to put the Skeleton Army. Oh, wow. Fire Spirit. Oh, no. Wow.
Hey, yo, what the...
We completely messed up that defense, and it does not seem to matter whatsoever. That was pretty bad. I'm not going to lie. That was a little bit aggressive of a push as well, but I feel like with this deck, like, I hate to say it, but like, I feel like we can just afford to make... suboptimal plays because the deck is just such a good matchup. I'm okay with the Prince getting some damage here. It's honestly not too big of a concern, but I'm definitely not making the best plays right now. Gonna Fireball this, and maybe we'll just stretch this out to overtime. He's playing RG? What? Okay, I was not expecting that. I guess I should have seen it coming, because more often than not, if they have like Princess in their bait deck and Mega Knight, a lot of times it is going to be RG. It's kind of difficult to finish off his tower here, so I'm just going to kind of be patient and wait. I don't think he's going to protect his Princess here, so I'm just going to go with a Bomber. Go with a Goblin Drill right here. And just kind of wait. If he goes with Skeleton Army, we can get a Fireball going, but otherwise, I don't think I will. I think I just kind of want to play this safe and make sure that we don't choke anything. Let's go with the Skeleton Army here. A Tesla right here. A Bomber right here. Just all the cards right now. All the cards. As many defensive cards as we can afford to put down, just to assure that this RG does not get any damage on my tower. I don't want a single lick of damage from this RG. He does have Mega Knight. Okay, just do this. Get a Bomber down. Get a Fire Spirit right here. Okay, now we're making some mistakes with our defense here. Let's go with the Fireball here. I am choking this game a lot right now. That was not a good play at all. I don't know why I made that play. I guess for the content. I still think we can secure the deal here. Let's go with a Prediction Fireball in the back. Please just get a little bit of hits. Please just anything. Okay, these games are... I'm gonna be honest, I played the game really well in the beginning. And then I just started putting all my cards at the bridge, so if you're looking for tips on how to play this deck, please just stick to the first half of the game, and you guys will be fine, because the second half was, honestly, an atrocity. It was disgusting, but that's okay. Mistakes are made. Let's move on to the next game. So I realized I didn't start the recording, so I'm just gonna kind of commentate in the middle of this game.
I'm a professional.
But yeah, this guy's playing a Ram Rider P.E.K.K.A. Arrows deck. So normally I don't think this matchup would be that bad, and I still don't think this matchup is that bad. But the fact that for some reason this guy is playing arrows is definitely, you know, a little concerning. So if we didn't have so many different log bait / arrow bait cards, I think this would be pretty difficult. But as long as we don't overcommit too much, I think we should be completely fine in this matchup. Dude, I always forget. I always forget that the Goblin drill has pulling capabilities because it is technically a building. It just always kind of catches me off guard a little bit. In case this guy is lightning, I do want to go with the skeleton army here, but this is already like a little bit concerning. Okay, good. He had to waste a bandit on that. I'm not sure why. The tower would have been able to finish everything off, but I don't know. Go with some wall breakers here. Again, you always want to be applying pressure out of the lane just in case. He kind of messed up his Mother Witch a lot. I'm not sure about that Mother Witch, my man. Not the best play. So we go with the fireball here. That's fine. I wasn't planning on really protecting my Tesla anyway. With the skeleton army here, he's probably gonna go with an arrows, which is value here, which is why I like to like instantly play the skeleton army right away. Because dude, even if your opponent arrows right away, most of the time, unless they predict it, skeleton army still puts in so much work that it's just like crazy. It's really hard to react to. Definitely gonna fireball this again. Again, just not playing around with this defense. I'm guessing he's gonna Mega Knight in the back here. Okay, P.E.K.K.A is what I meant to say, not Mega Knight. This guy's not playing the Mega Knight card in this deck. I don't know why I said Mega Knight. Typically with this kind of deck, it is Mega Knight though. That's probably why I kind of messed it up a little bit. Let's go with a Valkyrie here. I believe this guy has not shown a big spell yet, so I'm still like I wanna be cautious here. Go with a skeleton army here. I'm gonna go with a Tesla here. Unfortunately, that is gonna dash. Let's go with a little Goblin drill. Wall breakers push here. He's probably gonna stop it, but we are gonna get a decent amount of value here. Okay, I was expecting an E-Wiz there. Not the best fireball, but that is gonna put us with. Okay, just kidding. I guess the fireball was fine. I thought I overcommitted a little bit, but that's just the thing. Like P.E.K.K.A is just not that great in this meta. If you're gonna play P.E.K.K.A, I feel like Bridge Spam is kind of the only deck where it's super viable. Everything else is just kind of underwhelming for the most part. Playing off against a guy named, I'm not sure how to say his name.
Here we go again. I'm
just going to call him High from P.E.K.K.A because I'm not sure how to pronounce it. We have a really good starting hand this time. Normally you want to go with wall breakers in the middle because sometimes your opponent just won't have answers for both sides. Super rarely, but sometimes they won't. But in this case, he put the bandit in the back, so obviously I'm not going to split it. Bandit. Could be a lot of different things. Mega Knight in the back. I just feel like that's so aggressive. I don't really have any way of applying pressure right now, but I still feel like just... I'm not a fan of like putting a card that's like 6+ elixir in the back in the beginning of the play. I just feel like it's extremely... Like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I just feel like it's too inconsistent of a play for me. But unfortunately, in this kind of meta, it does work a decent amount of the time. It's just the way the meta is. Do a nice little kite here. I don't think we're going to need anything else for that Mega Knight, but I could be wrong. And, of course, I am wrong. Get him off the... That is a big feels bad, man. I thought I defended that perfectly, but clearly that was not the case. It's cool. It's fine. I'm not salty. I'm not upset. I'm okay. Bandit. Now, this is annoying, too, because I want to get away with just fire spearing it. Actually, no, I think I can. If I go right here... I believe it dashes, but it still lands, and the bomber, nice. Okay, that was actually a solid defensive play. And no damage on the tower either. Good stuff, good stuff. Ramrider's coming down the lane. I'm still not sure what spell he's playing in this deck. It's kind of interesting. We're playing against 2 Ramrider decks in a row. As far as matchup goes here, I think we should be okay. I don't think this should be too bad. I'm fine with letting the barbell get a hit or 2 on the tower. It's not a big deal. He's probably gonna Mega Knight this. There's the Mega Knight. So there I was gonna like cycle a card and then go with a Fire Spirit on the Inferno Dragon, and he completely missed his snowball too. So this guy is making a lot of mistakes right now.
That's pretty good.
If he goes with like a bandit or something other lane, I can always just pull it over. And that's like the nice thing about this deck. You have a lot of spell bait. You can outcycle things pretty easily. And you just have a lot of different answers to different units. Let's go with the Goblin Drill here. Did I activate the King Tower there? Please tell me I did not. Okay, thank goodness. If you put it 1 tile up, it actually activates the King Tower there, and I have made that mistake countless times.
I'm kind of
countless times. I just do not seem to learn from my mistakes in that regard. Let's go with a Fire Spirit here. I'm guessing he's probably going to go with a Mega Knight here, so I'm going to go with a Goblin Drill right here. And a Wall Breakers as well, and I'm pretty sure we should be able to get at least one Wall Breaker to connect. It looks like no, I am indeed wrong. But the Goblin Drill is raining on his tower. We mistimed the Valkyrie. Mistiming a lot of cards right now. I wanted to get it so the Mega Knight did not jump, but it's cool. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Don't think we need anything else here. Let's go with another Goblin Drill right here, and you want to always be applying pressure opposite lanes, especially against Mega Knight, because the Mega Knight just simply gets too much value if you don't. Let's go with another Tesla here. I like how this deck, because most of the time Tesla is only used in Expo, so we finally have a Tesla deck that's like actually viable in other decks too, which is kind of cool to see, kind of refreshing to see, to be honest, because you just don't see it too often. Go with this. Go with a Tesla here. I thought my original Tesla would pull, but for some reason it didn't. I honestly don't know why, but it's fine. Let's see. Inferno Dragon. Okay, he's probably gonna go with the Mega Knight, so I guess all Wall Breakers. He can completely ignore this and be fine. And he also mistimed his Bar Barrel. That is not what you like to see from his side.
Why you bullying me?
Let's go with a Tesla up here. I like to go with higher Teslas. If you put it higher and they Ram Rider, it will pull more often. That's why I like to do that play. Let's go with a Valkyrie. I'm fine with the jumping because it will go within range of the tower most likely, and the Tesla locks on as well. Did a prediction snowball for some reason. I'm not sure why. And that was a weird defense, but I did not know what was happening there. Thankfully the bandit, I think, dashed on like the Valkyrie or something, and we're fine. Let's get another Tesla going right here. It's hard for us to get damage, but I feel like it's even harder for him to get damage, and that's why I would give him the matchup advantage here. Let's go with a Skeleton Army here. Go with a Valkyrie as well. He's going to go with a Snowball. And he's probably going to try to cycle to another Ram Rider is what I'm guessing here, so we do have to be a little bit careful just to make sure we don't mess anything up. Let's go with this. Let's go with this low Skeleton Army to try to pull things as much as possible. Let's go a Goblin Drill right here. Go with a thing here. This is getting extremely chaotic right now, but I think we're fine. Are we okay? Are we okay? Yes, we are. That was actually solid defense. That was an intimidating push just because you had so many different things going down so many different lanes, but it's looking like this is going to be a GG. And yeah, I mean, that's just the kind of thing with this deck. You just want to be careful not to overcommit. It's super cheap, so most of the time you're just going with like a simple Goblin Drill push. Maybe get some Fireball value if he puts more than 1 units. Or a simple little Wall Breakers push, a Fire Spirit push. You got so many options. It's extremely versatile. I'm just vibing. I'm just enjoying this deck at this point. Playing against Magic and Duja from Italian Legends 2. I'm not really sure how to pronounce his name, but let's see what we got.
What the hell?
With this starting hand, just gonna throw Wall Breakers down. A simple play. It still confuses me all the time. I always think the Goblin Drill is the minor, and then they buff the minor's speed. Which I don't think they even officially announced, but the minor is like ridiculously fast now, and it's like kind of crazy. It still kind of like takes me off guard. Bomber and Tesla. Super interesting deck here. It looks like our Wall Breaker did connect on the right-hand side, which I completely missed, honestly. Let's see. Valkyrie. Okay. Valkyrie, you guys will probably see Valkyrie in almost every deck because the Goblin Drill for like a solid week or two was extremely OP. Fortunately, they did come out with a emergency nerf, which was very much needed because the card is just insane. It's just insane. Let me go with this, please. Survive. Okay, that was actually a good push by him. I was just a little confused what to do with the Fire Spear and the Valkyrie, and I wasn't sure if the Valkyrie was going to get a hit or not. This guy seems to be playing pretty well. It seems to be a pretty basic deck, kind of similar to mine so far with the Tesla and everything, except he does have Princess. Let's go with a Goblin Drill here, because I think Bomber does two-shot the Princess, and then we can apply a little bit more pressure on the other lane. Bomber, thankfully, is going to be tanked for. So we should get at least 3 hits on the tower. That's actually some really solid damage. Bomber did used to do more damage, and then they kind of readjusted a little bit, but it's still a super good card. Let's go with a Skeleton Army right here. Probably going to need a Valkyrie as well, unfortunately. I could have maybe gone away with a Fire Spirit there, but it would have been questionable, especially since I'm assuming this guy's playing Fireball, but I'm not 100% sure. So if he like whipped down a poison or something, we could have potentially been in a little bit of trouble. Tesla and Skellies. The fast cycle is Skellies, so he does have a little bit faster cycle. I really need to start predicting these princesses because the damage is starting to really rack up on my tower. I don't think he's going to predict this Goblin drill placement, but we'll see, we'll see. Definitely going to go with a Fireball. I feel like with this deck, you want to be a little bit aggressive sometimes. You just need damage. Tesla here. And I'm guessing he's probably going to go with a prediction Fireball here, so let's wait a second. And a really good princess by him too. He's actually playing this really well. I need to start predicting his princesses. I was assuming the Tesla would you know, stand up in time, but unfortunately that was not the case. Let's see. I'm actually gonna Fireball this as well because I don't think it's gonna swing right away. We mistimed it just a tiny bit. Not good. Not good. Not good. Not good. Let's see. He's gonna Fireball here. Yes, he is. Let's go with a Fire Spirit as well as a Bomber. This comeback is definitely still possible, but he's probably going to have to make some mistakes at this point, unfortunately. Let's go with this. Get a Fireball going here. Maybe we get a Valkyrie swing and maybe get a Wall Breaker connection. Oh, man. Oh, man. He's probably going to go with the Princess here, I'm guessing. Tesla should lock in time. Oh, no. Goblin locking on the tower. Goblin locking on the tower. I just feel like this is a hard matchup since his cycle is just a little bit faster than mine. I feel like if we had a better start, he just got a lot of damage with the princesses pretty early on in the game. I'm gonna Fireball this, but at this point, I just think this is kind of a wash. I do feel like this deck does kind of lose to faster cycle versions of this deck, which is quite literally what we're playing against right now. I just feel like it's not the easiest matchup, but perhaps in the beginning we could have played it just a little bit better. Playing against a guy who quite literally has Fork in his name, and wow, he is applying pressure quickly.
I don't think you have any idea how fast I really am.
It's kind of unfortunate I did not have my Fire Spirit in cycle, but you know, chat, life is too short to be getting upset about small things like that. I'm not sure what version of bait he's playing, but I'm still going to apply a decent amount of pressure here and see what he does. Okay, he's playing a faster cycle. I think Valkyrie will kind of move out of the way here. Okay, nope, it's still locked on the Wall Breakers. We did not get a single hit. Not the best trade for us, but that's okay. It's going to set up a Tesla right here, which should be able to effectively deal with both sides. And we got the Fire Spirit here. He does have a fast cycle. He could have potentially... What's the card called? I don't know why I'm forgetting it. The Skelly Barrel. He could potentially have Skelly Barrel, which is a little bit of a problem with my deck. But with the Fire Spirit and a relatively fast cycle, this matchup shouldn't be too bad. As long as he doesn't get too much damage in single, because once we get to double, we can keep up with this cycle a lot better. So I just have to be careful, not make too many mistakes, and we should be just fine. Just fine. I'm okay with fireballing that. What are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do? What do you got for me? What do you got for me right now? Probably just going to go with a Goblin right here and just kind of wait. I'm not sure what his full deck is. I'm not sure what his big spell is. He could have a Rocket. Potentially, he might not even have a big spell. We're just not really sure at this point in time. Go with the Fire Spirit here. Go with a Bomber here in case he does go with a Princess. There's the Princess. Good thing we predicted that. And this is the other nice thing about Wall Breakers. They're super easy to kite units with, so you just wait a second, try to make it sure that the Valkyrie or whatever unit you're trying to kite is like halfway between the tower, and then you just go with a little kite. It's honestly not too hard. You guys can practice that at home and nail your technique. I'm going to go with a Skeleton Army right here, right now. Let's kind of wait a second. We just kind of take our time with this matchup. Just kind of chill. Just kind of relax. Go with a little Fireball action right here. I guess he's not playing Skelly Barrel. He definitely would have played it by now. Meaning that this matchup is definitely a super good matchup for me. I honestly don't think there's any way I should be losing this matchup, but we'll see. This guy could bust down a move, and you just never know. Some players, they one-trick their decks, and they're kind of insane with them.
It is what it is.
Okay, that locked on again. Yeah, as long as we have Fire Spirit and Cycle, which we basically do every time, I just don't think this guy's breaking through, quite frankly. I just don't think it's happening. Especially since we have Valkyrie and Skeleton Army, which makes it just kind of hard to predict what unit I'm going to defend against the Goblin Barrel with, because I just have so many options right now. I just honestly just have so many options.
Yeah, boy.
So I'm going to go with the Skeleton Army here. I don't think he's going to expect it. Go with the Fire Spirit right here. Late log on his part. Go with a unique placement on the Goblin Drill this time. Wait a second for the Valkyrie. One more swing, and then I'm going to go with a Fireball here as well, because he might try to just rely on the Skellies to defend that. Please, can we get a connection? Just one, please, just one. Thank you. That is exactly what I wanted to see there. Go with a Valkyrie here, because most likely he's going to go with another princess. Does not go with the princess, but it don't matter. Get a little bomber action right here. Get a little wall breaker action right here. Do a prediction fireball, because at this point, honestly, dude, nothing matters at all. We're going to win this game. I say that, but then more often we choke. But in that case, we are perfectly fine. Let's hop into the next game and see if we can keep the streak going. Versing B-Devil from the Valhalla Club. He done it! I'm not really sure how to say that, but that's definitely an interesting name.
My disappointment is immeasurable. And my day is ruined.
With this hand, okay, I guess we'll just go with a bomber and just kind of wait and see what he has. It's super important with this deck to keep track of what small spells they have, so that you can bait down certain units, use the Skeleton Army optimally on defense, because Skeleton Army, if they don't have an answer for it, Skeleton Army just does an absurd amount of damage. It gets ridiculous value. So, Bar Barrel, Mega Knight, Bats, and Bandit. Some kind of Bridge Band deck. This could potentially be Balloon? But more often than not, it's probably just a typical Ram Rider deck, and it is Balloon. That is incredibly frustrating. But I do think we do have time to Fireball this, and Tesla will be able to help out. And honestly, with Fireball, if you guys didn't know, as long as your opponent doesn't zap or use anything else, with the Balloon, Fireball does deal with it just barely, but the Balloon will get death damage.
Facts.
So Bar Barrel is his only spell. I'm assuming his only small spell. He could have a Fireball or something. And Balloon does get a little tricky with this deck sometimes, because you do have Tesla, Fireball, and Fire Spirit, which are decent Balloon counters, but you don't have any units. You don't have actually any units that are moving that counter Balloon, so the counter pushes just aren't as good, and sometimes defense gets a little dicey. You just want to be constantly applying pressure here. I think we should be able to get a nice little... Okay, alright. Well, that... I guess that's fine. That's... Oh, so he has arrows, which is not... Not optimal, but I think we should be okay. We know his full deck. There's no surprises anymore. I'm going to go with a Goblin right here, and I think this might be able to pull. Please pull. King Tower activation. Pro play? Question mark, please. Come on, move up. I think that activates. Okay, it's fine. It's cool. I'm not salty at all about that. I thought I made it. I thought I did a good play. I thought I made a good play, but clearly it just wasn't good enough. Apparently, he's probably gonna Bar Barrel. But the question is he gonna Bar Barrel in time? It looks like he's not. Maybe he didn't have it in cycle. I'm honestly kind of forgetting at this point. But again, I feel like if I just don't do anything too aggressive, I keep track of his cycle to some degree, I think we should honestly be fine. He's going with some very aggressive balloons. I feel like he should be Mega Knighting in the back and then trying to build a push and a Bar Barrel. Complete waste of elixir there, because it's not gonna get it death damage. It's not gonna get a connection. He's spending a lot of elixir. No arrows in cycle. Okay, and we're already, because of how fast this deck cycles, we're already almost back to our big push. Our big push is the good old Goblin drill. With the... I'm actually gonna do this. Hold on.
This is big brain time.
One second. Go with some Skeleton Army right here, because he used his Bar Barrel, and he's probably not gonna react fast enough to arrow that out. This is starting to get a little bit sketchy here. I'm gonna go with a Fire Spirit right now. A Tesla. Let that hop, and then put the Valkyrie down. Okay, it's not gonna hop. That's cool. Go with a... Oh man, he's got lightning. That makes no sense at all. And now I'm scared. I am frightened. As long as that only gets one hit, please. This is not a good matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Mega Knight, arrows, and Bar Barrel with lightning for my one air defense card. This is tough. This is a rough situation right now, but it's okay. We're gonna keep a positive mindset and see what we can do. Go with the Tesla right here. We might need to Fireball this as well. I'm gonna have to Fireball literally just a Balloon, which is an incredibly frustrating play, an investment I don't want to make. Oh god, this is gonna be a close game. I feel like in the beginning, maybe, because I didn't realize he had lightning, maybe I should have been applying more pressure other lane, so we can't be building up these big pushes, but at this point, I feel like it's a little late for that. I'm gonna go with the Tesla right now, right here. Go with this. Go with this. Go with this. This is a horrendous situation right now. We have 45 seconds left. As long as this guy doesn't play like a complete idiot, there's probably no way we win this game. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This is looking really bad right now. This is honestly cannot be looking much worse. I'm gonna go with a Tesla over here. That was good defense. Let's go with this. Let's go with that. Let's go with this. Maybe we can make a little something happen. Probably not. Ten seconds left. Wow, what a game, ladies and gentlemen. That was kind of crazy. Not gonna lie, got a little quiet towards the end of that game, but I don't know how the Goblin got a little stab in. I feel like we just stole that win, low key. But hey, chat, the power of this deck. We beat the hard counter. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into the next game. All right, so facing off against my man Christopher from GZ. Not sure how to pronounce his clan. Honestly, not sure how to pronounce his name either, but that's cool.
No! God!
That's totally fine.
No!
Okay. We are playing against a lot of Balloon right now, which is not good. This deck is not very good against Balloon because we don't have a single good reliant air counter besides Tesla. Fireball is nice in sticky situations, but as you guys can see there, he spent 5 elixir on the Balloon. We had to spend, I believe, 3 elixir. Why am I forgetting how much the Goblin drill costs? I'm pretty sure 3 elixir. This is an embarrassing moment right now. I'm pretty sure it's 3, maybe it's 4. I don't know why I'm forgetting.
My disappointment is immeasurable.
And then obviously 4 elixir for the Fireball. But not the best trade. Not the best trade at all. Inferno Dragon. Is this another Mega Knight Balloon deck? I just keep playing. I'm a Mega Knight Balloon target. And I'm telling you guys, this is not the matchup we're looking for. This is a difficult thing to deal with.
We cannot replace.
And we just keep playing against these Mega Knight Inferno Dragon decks. I just honestly do not know what's going on.
Everywhere I go, I see his face.
And Dark Prince too. I mean, we did get some damage. The problem is he's got Balloon. Now the nice thing is, as I said previously, Fireball does completely deal with Balloon, but I don't know why we're getting these matchups right now. It's okay, you know, we're gonna figure this out. We figured it out the last game somehow. I'm not sure how we won that game. I honestly stole that game from him. I don't really know what happened. The problem is, especially like in single elixir with this kind of deck, they build these really big pushes, and more often than not, I'm gonna have to use my Tesla to defend. And then obviously I don't really have anything for Balloon. Like in this situation here, okay, we're gonna go with this. We're gonna have to Fireball this as well, unfortunately. And I'm gonna have to Tesla this as well. Just all around terrible situation for me. I do think it's gonna get a little bit easier in double elixir. But to start off the game, this is not looking good. This is not looking good at all. Okay, it looks like he's just kind of waiting for me to push here. I'm gonna go with a Fire Spirit on this lane. Go with a Wall Breaker here. He might Mega Knight this. We'll just have to wait and see. Go with a Valkyrie down this lane. I do need something for the Dark Prince. Let's go with a Tessa right here. That should pull nicely. It's just so hard to defend when you don't have a single card besides Tesla for air. Oh man, this is very difficult right now. I know I'm complaining a lot, but I don't know why we just keep playing against Mega Knight Balloon. Mega Knight Balloon is not a common deck in this meta at all. This is a very uncommon deck we're playing against, and it's quite literally every game. I guess we can activate the King Tower here. Okay, cool play. Okay, it's not even going to activate. Fantastic, fantastic. You love to see it. 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 And he's got Hunter too. This guy just has way too many answers right now. I'm going to go with a Tesla here. I don't really know what else to do. Go with a Bomber here. If he goes out of the lane for some reason, we can just drill. It's not the end of the world. It's not a big deal at all. Go with a Fire Spirit right here. Go with a thing here. Cycle back to another Tesla. Maybe we can make a little something happen here. Tesla here. We get 2 shots! 2 shots! That's a lot of damage.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
Late Mega Knight. Okay, okay, we're thriving right now. We're thriving. We're making this comeback happen, ladies and gentlemen. We are making this comeback happen. Goblin Drill here. Wall Breaker is here. Fireball here. Okay, okay. Interesting. This push is a little scary right now. A little scary, but that's okay. That's okay. We can deal with all this very easily. It's fine. Very easily. Very, very easy defense. Very, very easy defense. Totally cool. Totally cool. Totally fine. 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 We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. There's no worries, no concerns, absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. I don't know why he keeps going in the back, honestly. These games are way, way too intense. Oh my goodness. I choked that defense at the end. I should have just fireballed everything to make it I gotta jump. But holy, these matchups are not matchups we should be winning. But I guess that shows you guys the power of this deck. Even when the matchup seems to be a little steep, a little difficult, you guys just gotta persevere, keep the confidence going, and try to secure that dub. So that's me it for the video today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Definitely give this deck a try. It's super, super fun. Feel free to drop a like down below. Hit that subscribe button. Check out my Twitch channel. I stream almost every day between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Hopefully I can see you guys there. And stay tuned for the next video. Peace.